Hello. Time for an exercise now for you to do some questions involving averages from tables. So here's the first question. It's off a WJC paper. And we've got our group frequency table with the data. We've got our frequency there with the number of days, and we've got to calculate an estimate for the mean midday March temperature in Moscow. A lot of muzz there, isn't there? Mean midday March Moscow. That's what you've got to do. And to help you, put the two extra columns in. Be careful with the negative numbers. So press pause, work it out. When you want the answer, press play. Okay, let's see how you got on. So the first midpoint, now minus 12, minus 10, what's the midpoint there? Minus 11. Next midpoint in that one, minus 9. And to do this on a calculator, you would have put minus 10, using the negative number key, plus minus 8 equals, and then divide that by 2. So there's all our midpoints. Okay, or you could just say, what's halfway between minus 6 and minus 4? What's halfway between minus 4 and minus 2? What's halfway between minus 2 and 0? So there's our midpoint. Anything with negative numbers could cause a bit of hassle, but hopefully we've got those sorted. And then we're going to multiply. So number of days 1 multiplied by minus 11. And the next one's minus 27, minus 35, minus 40, minus 12, minus 10. There we go. And now we're going to get our totals. Total of that one midpoint times frequency is minus 135. Number of days was 31. Okay, and then an estimate for the mean is minus 135 divided by 31 is that, which we're going to work to one decimal place, minus 4.4. So hopefully you got that. Good. If there were any problems, maybe go back and have another go at it. So let's have a look at the second one, another WJC past paper question. And we've got our group frequency table, not a particularly big table, and there's our frequency, number of seeds. Find an estimate for the mean time taken for a seed to germinate, and give your answer to 2 decimal places. So there we go, little setup for you there. Press pause, work it out, press play for the answer. Okay, how'd you get on? So the first one, midpoint 1 plus 7 is 8, divided by 2 is 4. Next midpoint 11, next midpoint 18. Multiply 15 times 4, 33 times 11, 12 times 18. Add them up, 60, 639. 639 divided by 60 to 2 decimal places, 10.65. There we go, quite a nice little question. Not a huge amount to do on that one, there's only 3 rows. Okay, let's try another one. And we've got to get an estimate for the mean to 1 decimal place. Then we've got the modal class business and the class in which the median lies. Okay, so over to you now. Press pause, work out all 3, press play when you're ready to check your answer. Okay, let's have a look at the estimate for the mean first. There's a little setup for us there. We've got our 2 columns. And what's the midpoint? What's halfway between 0.5 and 1.5? Well, the midpoint's 1. We could have done 0.5 plus 1.5 is 2. Divided by 2 is 1. And then we get the other midpoint. So this is quite nice data, isn't it? 5 times 1 is 5. 11 times 2, 13 threes, 1 4. Let's get our totals. 30 and 70. Estimate of the mean, 70 divided by 30, which to 1 decimal place, 2.3. Good. Modal class. Now the modal class is the one with the highest frequency, highest number of days. There we go. 13 is the highest number of days. So the class, the modal class is 2.5 is less than or equal to R, which is less than 3.5. The class in which the median lies. So there's 30 days. So we want half of 30 is 15. So we want between the 15th and the 16th days. We can see that that must be in that class there. 1.5 less than or equal to R, less than 2.5. So there we go. You are now experts on calculating averages from tables. Well done. And it's bye from me, and for you, over to the next section. Bye bye.